Hello. In this video, we want to find the exact values of sine of negative 3 pi over 2 and cosine of negative 3 pi over 2. Alright, so to do this, we want to go ahead and use the unit circle here. It's going to be easier. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a small little grid here with, of course, a circle on it. Good. It's not a very good circle. Close enough. There we go. So, on here, that is 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 0, and 0, negative 1. Good. We want to find sine of negative 3 pi over 2 and cosine of negative 3 pi over 2. Notice that these are the same angles, so let's look at those. Here's negative 1 pi over 2, negative 2 pi over 2, negative 3 pi over 2. So it is going to be the positive y-axis, and the coordinates are 0, 1. Now on the unit circle, it is y over 1 and x over 1 for sine and cosine respectively. So sine of negative 3 pi over 2 is going to be y over 1, or just y, so the y value is 1, and cosine would be the x value, which is 0. So there you go. That's pretty much it. I do want to do one thing real quick though. Using this information, I want to look at some angles. Alpha, sine alpha, cosine alpha, and tangent alpha. I want to make a coordinate grid. I'm going to be using radians here. By coordinate grid, I mean, of course, a table. So the first is going to be at 0. The coordinate is 1, 0, right? So sine of 0 is going to be, well, there's the y value of 0. Cosine of 0 is the x value of 1. And as for tangent, it is the y over the x, so 0 over the 1, which gives us 0. Good. Now let's look at pi over 2. Pi over 2 is the positive y direction. So it's going to be the y of 1, the x of 0, and tangent 1 divided by 0 is undefined. Now for the next one, pi, negative x direction, negative 1 over 0 on the unit circle itself. So negative 1 and 0, sorry, negative 1 for the x, 0 for the y. So if we plug those in, gives me a 0 here, and a negative 1 here. Now for the tangent, the y over the x, 0 over negative 1 is 0. Good. Now for 3 pi over 2, the negative x direction. The y is negative 1. The x is 0. And the negative 1 divided by 0 would be undefined. Good. And for the last one of 2 pi, well, it's the same thing as 0, so we just repeat these. 0, 1, undefined. Now this table here is very important, because this is telling us 5 key points for sine and cosine, and the tangent, it's not really the 5 key points that we need. Ooh, sorry. There we go. That's better. It's not the 5 key points that we need, but it will be helpful later on. But specifically for sine and cosine, these 5 key points are very helpful. We'll be able to use those. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun.